I just feel really grateful, and I feel really grateful for everything I learned from those professors, and I also feel really grateful that they steered me away from a disastrous career where I probably would have failed to get tenure anywhere, and God knows where I'd be right now. So yeah. But he's basically like, don't spend any longer than 5 years at Microsoft, because we flagged those resumes at Matrona, because those folks, it's like animals in the zoo that can't hunt anymore. You get really comfortable, like you basically, because Microsoft is so big, it almost has its own weather system, right? You don't really operate in the market. You operate in Microsoft.
You get insulate too, right? You get to kind of like you said, yeah, right. What a great piece of advice. I never heard that before. What a great thought.
It was 4 years and 10 months when I left. Forever grateful for, and I learned a ton from, but there was also just, kind of right time, right place, right time in terms of what was happening in the market. And I tried to capitalize and hold on as much as Splunk, especially at the time, was like a mechanical bull, and you had to hold on and keep going.
I asked you about that because the company's growing like crazy. That means you have to stretch as well as a professional individual, right?
Yeah.
Were there any internal stressors for you in that?
All the time. It was, the first couple of years were brutal working there. Yeah, it was great, and in the sense of it was really challenging, and you were never bored. But it's a company growing that fast and maturing that fast. It's you're bound to bounce up against stuff, because there's one thing to build a sales deck. There's another thing to sit in a room and watch an SE that you've never met before present it. And you can't replicate that experience. But if you pull all that stuff together, you're able to make good decisions. Where I think product marketing goes wrong, where people are dissatisfied with it, is they think they have it, and then they just get dictated to by other organizations. And so the idea of if someone shows up and be like, I need a webinar to do X, Y, and Z. People show up with tactics like it's a short order cook. And I think that's the recipe for disaster for organizations.